guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be celebrating my dad's birthday. So my dad's birthday is tomorrow, March 16th, and this will be the second birthday we're celebrating for him with him not here. So I know a way he would want me to celebrate his birthday would be, one, to make a YouTube video because he loved making YouTube videos, especially with me, and two, he loved his fast food items just like me. He was a huge foodie. We had the same taste buds, like the exact same. We loved a good saucy burger and pretty much like everything the same. So for the entire day today, I'm going to be going around and getting all of his favorite things and eating them for him. And before we get started with the video today, if you don't know what happened, if you're new to my channel, I lost my dad September 11th, 2022, along with my dog Cookie in a really bad car accident. My mom survived the car accident, which was an actual miracle. The car was completely crushed. The other driver was 3 times over the legal alcohol limit and going almost 90 miles per hour in the wrong lane on the road. So he hit them head on, and the way the road was, there was nowhere for them to even go. So my dad tried to swerve off the road the best he could, but it happened so quickly. But they do say because he did swerve a little bit, that is what saved my mom, since she was in the passenger seat and then Cookie was in the back seat. So it's still so heartbreaking and hard every single day, but I know he would want us to all be happy and live our life. We're not gonna cry in this video. I want to make this like a happy video, but I do have this dad merch. It's Daughters Against Drunk Driving, and then there's a design on the back, which you can still get that. I always have the link down below. And when I first came out with this merch, we donated all the proceeds, over $10,000, to Action Against Hunger, and I chose to donate the proceeds to families and children in need of food because my page does revolve mainly around food, and I couldn't have raised that money without you guys. So our first stop of the day is Burger King. My dad loved BK. Have it your way.
Sheesh! This be bussin'.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. And a Whopper. There's all the fixings. Have it your way, BK.
We love Burger King and we love the Whopper. It's like our favorite burger from all the fast food places.
Big Mama Jamba.
Look at this! It's huge.
I think.
But you like you don't like a Whopper more than a Big Mac?
Oh, I like Whopper over a Big Mac, yes.
See,
the great American hamburger, home of the Whopper at Burger King. That the Whopper was introduced in 1957.
A Whopper was his absolute favorite, along with a vanilla shake. So let's go get one.
Thank you for choosing Burger King. May I help you today?
Hi, can I do a Whopper with cheese and a small vanilla milkshake, please?
All of our milkshakes are medium. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Anything else?
That's all.
$9.78, please. Second window.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Okay, we got our Whopper. My dad would be so excited right now. Let's start off with the shake. I don't know if I've ever had just a vanilla shake from Burger King. I usually get the Oreo if I get a shake. I don't usually get a shake because I'm slightly lactose intolerant. I can tolerate cheese, but I don't know, like milk and stuff like this makes me extremely bloated. That's a good shake. That's a tasty shake. Wow, that's amazing. I always forget how good just vanilla is, which my dad always got vanilla. Fancy ice cream places on vacation, or just like places that had a ton of fun flavors, and he would just always get vanilla. Always vanilla, which vanilla is good, so I can see why. Sometimes ice cream with like all the chunks and the sauces in it might be a little bit too much. That is just smooth and creamy. And then the Whopper, add some cheese. Hope my dad has unlimited Whoppers right now. Honestly, every day. It's crazy because you don't really know what happens in the afterlife, or at least that's what I believe. I'm not really sure what happens. It's just really like crazy to even think about that stuff, because I don't know, I just think you don't really know, and it's been 2 years since he's had a Whopper. So we're gonna enjoy this one today. Look how good that looks. I think I had my first ever Whopper with my dad as well, and I was so surprised about how big it is. Like, it's huge. Well, cheers to you, Dad. Burger King is so good. I always forget about how good Burger King is. I have not had a Whopper in so long. I don't know why, but I just don't like pickles on my burgers. There's still like, there's still like 5 more. Or my chicken sandwiches, on like anything really. I just like them plain by themselves, like straight out of the jar. And I like a whole pickle. Like Jimmy John's, you can get a whole pickle. I love that. Or at restaurants, fried pickle, chips. I don't like the sticks as much. And if so, they have to be like thin. I don't know. I'm like weird with pickles because I'll just open the fridge and like drink pickle juice with a straw. I'll put a straw in the jar and just sip on it. But then I don't like it on a burger. I miss filming with my dad like so much. It's never the same to film with anyone else. Like, we just had that bond. Like, he was so important on my channel. Just really sucks. Just really sucks. Because I wish he was sitting right here next to me. So good. So my dad would have been turning 55 this year. Tomorrow, my brother and my mom and I are going to Winking Lizard, and we're eating there. We're meeting halfway because my brother lives like a little over an hour away from us. So we're meeting halfway, and then I'm also returning the Apple Vision Pro. You know, that thing is really cool. Don't get me wrong, it's super cool, but not worth the amount of money it costs. So I'm returning that tomorrow as well. Honestly, I bought a few games on it and I played with it that night for a few hours, and then after that, I haven't touched it again. You know what? I'm gonna save the other half of this Whopper for my dad. Our next stop is McDonald's, of course. So, my dad would get this all the time on his lunch break.
Welcome to McDonald's. Will you be using the mobile app today? Go ahead and order whenever you're ready.
Could I do one McChicken, please? And that'll be it. Yeah. All the time, my dad would be on his lunch break. Like maybe twice a week. And he would text me a picture of a McChicken. He loved the McChicken, and I would always make fun of him for the McChicken because I'm like, get the big chicken sandwich. Like, the McChicken chicken just seems so fake. I honestly like it now though, but I would always just like joke around with him and be like, you're eating the McChicken? And the McChicken has like a disgusting amount of mayonnaise on it, which is why he liked it. We both love our mayonnaise, love it. Like, I put the thickest layer on my bread, my sandwiches, on anything. Mayonnaise is just so good. Maybe one of my favorite condiments. Hi. Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you. Let's see how much mayo they put on my McChicken today.
Big chicken.
Yep, thank you. You too. That was quick. That was some good fast food. Let me tell you. That was the quickest I think I've ever been through a McDonald's drive-thru. That was impressive, McDonald's. So they have these new bags, and it's got like Korean lettering or something on it. I have no clue, but I'm in Ohio, in America. So we have a McChicken, nice hot and fresh. Oh yeah, and see the mayo is just squirting out. My dad loved this thing. He would get this so often on his lunch work breaks, or it would be just like a cheeseburger. It would be like a Whopper, this, a cheeseburger, sometimes a Big Mac, but I feel like he would go for something like small like this, because then he'd come home and then my mom would have like a whole dinner made, so he would just get like a little snack. But he loved his McChickens because of the mayo. And they used to be like really cheap. Now they're like $3, which I mean is still cheap, but I think before they used to be like $1 or something. Mmm. It is good. So good. And my dad, I'd say he ate around the same amount of fast food as me. And he always was like a small guy. He was maybe 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", not super tall. And he was always like thin. Like he was like a small guy. But he loved his McChickens. Just like me. See all that mayo? So good. And they toast the bun. Pretty bougie. I think he would get maybe a sweet tea as well, but that I was unsure on, so I didn't get it. I think it was a sweet tea though, because it wasn't a Coke. Yeah, I think he did like their sweet teas as well. So my dad was a Pisces, which actually like goes well with a Cancer. My mom's a Cancer, and my dad was a Pisces, and I'm a Cancer. So me and my dad really got along the best. Like we were literally besties. Like saw movies together. Like honestly, like every time a new movie came out that we wanted to see. So maybe like every other week we would go. We'd go pretty often. And then we'd go out for burgers. We'd film a ton. We just had lots of the same interests, and he was basically like me, or I was like him. Our personalities definitely just clicked because he was extremely goofy and silly, and like I always thought it was hilarious, but not everyone like thought it was hilarious. They'd be like, oh, stop it, stop it. And I'm just like, yes, keep going. Like he would just do goofy things. That could be like annoying, but like I loved it. Well, do you guys have any guesses what the next food is gonna be? And my dad's all-time favorite food was spaghetti and meatballs. He loved his spaghetti. So we're at Fazoli's, which is a drive-through pasta place. Pretty cool.
Thanks for choosing Fazoli's. You can order whenever you're ready.
Okay, could I do the baked spaghetti with meatballs and a couple breadsticks?
It comes with 2. Do you want more?
Oh, it comes with some? Then that's okay.
Alright, so the baked spaghetti you said with meatballs?
Yes, please.
Alright, perfect. Was there anything else I can get for you?
That's all.
There you are.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Just dropped my car down into the crack. I always drop everything into the cracks of my car. We got Fazoli's. This place is really good. Like a pasta drive-through. What could be better than that? And then you get 2 breadsticks with your meal. Yum. They're like Olive Garden breadsticks, kind of. They're so like buttery and salty, so good. So my dad specifically liked my mom's homemade spaghetti. I don't even know if he's ever had the one from Fazoli's, but Look at that. Wow. He did just love spaghetti and pasta in general, just like me. But look how cheesy that is with the meatballs. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. This looks so cheesy and delicious. The bottom of this bowl is so hot though. I'm like holding it with the plastic bag and it's just like burning through my fingertips. Let's try it. Okay, that's delicious. See, spaghetti I would say is probably my least favorite, but when it's like a baked spaghetti with lots of cheese, I like it a lot. And like not with like tons of chunks of meat. Mmm. That is so good. So, so good. So, yeah, my dad's favorite food was spaghetti. When my parents first met, my mom was actually outside washing her car and she was like tanning, so she had like tanning oil on and she was in a swimsuit top with like shorts, and she was washing her car, and her one friend who also passed away, so rest in peace, they're both in heaven now together, but he was good friends with my dad, and he was like, let's go drive by Chris's house and like see if she's outside and say hi. So they go and drive by her house and she's outside like washing her car, and then my dad's like, oh my gosh, who is that? So then he calls her later on from like the phone attached to the wall. And he asked her on a date, and my mom's like, but I don't know you. And he goes, well, that's how we get to know each other. Then she goes on the date, and then basically since then, they started dating. And then like 3 months later, my dad moved to New York for his job. He worked with an airline. I forget what airline it was. I feel like it was Southwest, but I'm not sure. But he like loaded up the planes with the luggage. So he moved to New York for a little bit, and then he got free flights because he worked for the airlines, and he'd fly home all the time, like every weekend, to see my mom, and she'd always make him spaghetti, and that was like his favorite food, so she would always make it for him when he'd come home. So they were together literally like ever since like right after high school, I believe, like right after high school. And then got married a few years later, and then we're always together, like the happiest marriage I've ever seen. Like they never fought in front of me. I've like never seen them fight ever. They were truly soulmates, and I'm glad I got to witness and grow up with that. Sucks that it's gone, but I'm glad I at least got to witness that, and my dad showed me like what I deserve and how a man should treat a woman. Everything is so hot. But this is delicious. Like, really, really good. I love Fazoli's. Too bad I'm like 30 minutes away from it. I'm like pretty far out from all the food places. But after this, I'm going to Pilates. So, work off some of this pasta. It's actually really good. Maybe I do like spaghetti. Like growing up, I'd come home from school and be like, what's for dinner tonight? And she'd be like, spaghetti. And I'd be like, no, like, ugh, not spaghetti. But maybe I like it now. I used to not like pasta, or I used to not like pizza either. That's definitely changed. I love me some pizza. I don't really like square pizza that much though. It tastes different. And I will argue with that side forever. It tastes different. And I don't like it. Shane Dawson's new conspiracy video about the Olive Garden breadsticks was hilarious. And I know my dad loved Shane and Ryland so much. Like, that was like his favorite people to watch at night, along with Kian and JC. He really liked them. But Shane and Ryland, he just really loved and like wanted to meet them one day. He thought they were hilarious. Like, Shane would crack him up. And Ryland, he loved Ryland. But like their new conspiracy videos that they've been doing, my dad would have really gotten into that. His theory on the Olive Garden breadsticks was just so funny. It seems legit. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'd recommend go watching it. And they're like 40 minutes long. It's like watching like a TV show episode. How the breadsticks are free and you get unlimited, and you can also get free ones to go. And then if you don't even like eat them, do they just throw them away or do they reuse them? Like, that makes sense. I was like, where are all these breadsticks coming from? They're storing the breadsticks somewhere. And like, where? They would need so many because each table probably eats like 20 breadsticks. And he tested the theory, and then they put a little Sharpie dot on every breadstick to see if like they would get it again when they went back in. They had like 10 people all switching off, going in and out, and none of them got the breadsticks. So he did an online order for like 50 breadsticks and then accidentally ordered them not baked. So they came out just like raw breadsticks, which, why would someone want to order raw breadsticks? Here are 2 notes I always keep right on my dash that my dad wrote me. He would like go and put these in my car before I would go in my car to leave to go somewhere, which they did get wet. That's why they're a little bit stained. I made these on Etsy. I got one for my brother and my mom as well. This handwriting, just to keep it on our keys. But I'm gonna end this video off here. Hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe learned a little bit more about my dad. If you're still interested in the merch, the link will be down below to spread awareness to not drink and drive. Thank you all for all the love and support through these hardest times of my lives, going through what has happened. But thank you all for sticking with me and watching me and still bringing up and remembering my dad. I see so much love in the comments and I appreciate that so much. Well, happy birthday, Dad. This video is for you.